Welcome to Hoppenhagen Farm Fun Fact Friday. Today I want to talk about getting your lavender plants in the ground to get them growing. One of the first things that you want to make sure you do is to make sure that the lavender species or cultivar that you choose to plant is okay to plant in our zone 4, which is here in Copenhagen, or whatever zone you may live in. And one of the ways you check is most lavender, when it's sold, it'll have a tag in it and it will have instructions on the back, and it will give the USDA's suggested zone planting in it. All the plants that I sell here are okay to plant in our zone 4 because we have them surviving in our own field, and of course with extra care to survive. So after that, lavender likes to be high and dry, meaning they don't like wet feet, and this spring has not been friendly to the plants because it has been so wet. So what we're going to do is, when we plant our lavender, we put down a weed block and then we cut a square out, and I'm going to fold back my little flaps. I'm going to take some of the dirt out, and because they like good drainage, I always take some of my pea stone, sprinkle it in the bottom. Then I'm going to take my plant out of the pot, or try to take it out of the pot. This one, as you see, has already started to flower, which is unusual, and that's why the roots are pretty bound up. They need to get in the ground so they can spread. I'm just going to kind of go like this just to kind of loosen it up to give the roots a chance to get out there. So I'm going to put it in my raised bed here, and you see it's a little bit high. So I'm going to also take my mixture for drainage. I've got sand, stone, and some good topsoil. And I'm going to take that mixture and I'm going to start putting it around my plant because I want that good drainage. She's nice and high, and I want the good packet around there. I'm going to mix a little of the dirt that I took out, and then I'm going to bring my flaps up on top of that. And the reason I want to bring the flaps up, because no matter what you do, you're going to probably have some grass trying to peek up in your plant. So then I have it in there nice and high and packed in. I'm going to take my stones. We don't use mulch, we use stones, and the reason we use stones is because the stones attract the heat, and that'll help keep the plant dry, and plus it'll bring the heat to it. Whereas if you use wooden mulch, it might get like moldy or stay wet longer. We don't want that for lavender. We want it to be dry. So there we go, ready to go, and want to put more stone all around them. We plant ours, depending on the species, about 3 feet apart because they do get bigger and they will eventually grow in, so you have your nice rolling lavender humps there. I do want to point out, I did pick up a plant. It's a lavender plant, and you'll notice how fancy it is. It's very beautiful, but I want you to know that this is a Spanish lavender, and it will not survive our winter. It's very pretty, but it won't survive. So I just put it in there to be a pretty annual. However, I want mine in my field to be a perennial, so they come back each year. If you have any questions, be sure to get a hold of me. You can visit us at our farm shop in our lavender farm at 10218 Washington Street in Copenhagen. And it's noon. I'm a little late with my Fun Fact Friday. However, it's never too late to love lavender. Have a great day.